Alright guys, so this is the first video filmed with the Galaxy S10 that I got. So hopefully the video quality and maybe the audio will be a little bit better. So yeah, that's good. And today, despite my lack of motivation, we're going to hopefully get this BMW fixed. So if you didn't watch the last video, what's wrong with this is the cradle bushing on this side. So it got T-boned, and the cradle bushing down here, it tore the rubber. So it's creating like a ridiculous amount of camber. So basically I have to drop the cradle. I've like disassembled the e-brake. And then I just pulled out all the suspension. And it's been pretty much ready to pull. But obviously, I live in Wisconsin. This isn't covered, and it's finally getting warm. So now I can finally try and get it done. I want to get it done because it's kind of in the way. We can't get our cars out when the time comes, so it needs to be done. So no point in trying to put it off anymore. The reason why I put it off was because he got like OEM rubber ones, and then I told him to get poly because poly should be a lot easier to get in. So we have these, some of these bad boys, some poly ones. So that's good. So yeah. So things we need to do. Drive shaft's already disconnected. Well, it's still attached. I'm really hoping I'll be able to drop the cradle down without having to pull the diff. I'm really hoping that it'll just kind of, as it drops, it'll pull away because it has studs on it, and I don't know, it's a stupid design. I hate it. But yeah. So, got to get the cradle unbolted. I also have to disconnect the brake lines. I think that's it. And I've been soaking all this shit in PB Blaster, so should be good. So let's just do this. Okay, so kind of a little issue. So we're getting these guys out, and they hold they basically go through that subframe bushing, and yeah, the crescent wrench, we managed to get one done, but the other side, the crescent wrench failed us. It quit. It was out. So we're gonna run to Home Depot and pick up probably the wrench or a crescent wrench, whatever is gonna be the best option. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at. So far, the brake lines are done, and then we've got the diff is unbolted, like the diff mount, and then the we got the driver's side cradle bolt out. So now all we got left is the passenger side. That one's basically done, but we decided that pulling this down is the best option. That'll allow us to get it out, because the drive shaft, it's basically like it's hanging up on the drive shaft. It's got studs and it's basically stuck in the freaking rear diff. So what we're gonna end up doing is we'll pull them out this way, and then once we get them out, then we'll put these back in, and then I'm gonna actually unbolt the diff, because that'll be probably the easiest way for us to do this, or to get it back in, because that's gonna be the hard part. But yeah, that's where we're at. Let's go to Home Depot. Alright, so she's dropped. We can't exactly pull it out, which sucks, but because the e-brake cables are there. I could pull them, but then we have to like refeed them back up in there and screw that. So I'm going to try and get these drilled out, drill them out, burn them out, whatever the hell we have to do. Just get them out. Let's see if it's noticeably fucked on this side. Oh yeah, she's she's well torn. But yeah, so that's the plan. Let's get these things out. Okay, so we got it in. Super fucky. Putting it in was easy. There's like little ribs on there. You just need to line those up. Super easy. You had to pound the top one in a little bit, but the bottom one went in just fine. So learning curve here. Pretty sure. I'll find out when we do the other side, but I did how like I did the fiero ones. I drilled out like all the way around this, took a Sawzall and cut down the side here, and then just pounded it out. Well, I started pounding it out, but it wasn't coming out. But then I saw this lip, and I just pounded it out through the lip. So on the other side, I'm going to try and just pound down the lip, see if it comes out. If it doesn't, then I'll have to do everything again, because maybe it just came out easy because we had a lot less friction because I cut the side. But yeah, so far so good. One side down, another one to do. And then we're going to have to pull the diff off. Like, we're just going to unbolt it so it can sit back, because the problem is pretty much if we went to put this up, trying to get that drive shaft to line up with the diff would suck. Especially because it's getting wet as fuck underneath this thing. So it just would be an overall shit show. So we're just gonna unbolt the diff and then we'll just finagle it that way, because I think that's gonna be the easiest option. But then we just gotta be careful that we don't fuck up the axles, because we're gonna leave the axles in. But yeah, so then we'll just put these guys back on, then we just slide this up, bolt these on, and then all we got to do is get the diff back on, and then obviously put all the suspension back together. Hopefully I remember. If not, well then fuck it. Yeah, and then I gotta hook up the brakes, and we gotta bleed the brakes. That's all. That's like last shit. But yeah, let's go do the other side. Okay, guys. Yeah, we're doing good. Actually, really well, surprisingly. So we actually didn't have to take off the diff, which worked out great. Suspension's all back together. Brakes are back together. Everything's plugged in right now. And I just checked all the bleeders for both sides, actually, and they both came loose, so that's fucking sweet. Pretty pumped, because it's actually all working real well. So yeah, they're both in. They're both, like, they're torqued to spec UGAs, and then both the cables for the e-brake came back in, so that's good. Yeah, so right now we're gonna bust out the power brake bleeder, or yeah, I don't know if that's what it's called, but the brake bleeder, brake bleeder, something. Science. Where's the wrench at? Here. And we got to use the open side, so because it doesn't fit over the nipple. So yeah, now I gotta, yeah, bleed brakes. That's what we're on. So let's do that. Okay, guys, so it's out. It's fixed. All right, this thing's already got ignorant camber, but so if you like look at this side and you compare it to this side, it's pretty close.
You can't tell because of the body.
Yeah, it's really hard to tell. If you like walk further away, you can kind of tell. It's got to be close. I'm gonna tell him to get better springs. There's a good chance that this spring could be like fucked up from the crash too. Maybe it fucked with it. I don't know. But yeah, I mean it's better. I think they're matching. I don't remember what it looked like before. I'll have to look at the other video. But
I feel like the other side was up and down pretty much.
Yeah, I feel like this one was straight.
Yeah.
Now they're matching. So fuck it.
Do you want more camber?
That one had camber, this one had no camber. We put camber on this one, fixed it. They're fucking matching. But yeah, she sounds pretty cool for being straight pipe. Let's just go rev somebody else's car. You're welcome, Jordan. And it's so loud. But yeah, this is gonna be it for this one, guys. So you know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe. See you guys in the next one.